Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Project Castaway. My name's Steve Woody, and in this beginner's guide I'm going to teach you everything you need to know just to survive your first few nights and also to get off of that first island. And yeah, we're going to jump into this after a short introduction. So this is kind of like Green Hell meets Stranded Deep. If you like tropical based survival games, it's got elements of base building, crafting, and survival obviously. We'll let the intro play and then we'll get started.
Number one. Date. Well, the date doesn't matter much out here. It must have been months since I stranded on these islands. Okay for now, but should anything go wrong, I guess this is why I'm recording these dates. Survival isn't about strength or intelligence alone. It's about adaptability. If anyone is out there, be careful. This island is full of wonders, but it doesn't give up its secrecy. Carter, signing off.
Okay. So we understand that there's an island here. We've got this tape deck, but the plane's going down. We are going to crash. Now, you don't need to worry at this stage about oxygen or anything like that. The developers were kind of nice enough to give you an easy intro. So we've had a plane crash. We're currently underwater. We have to use the arrow at the top to kind of navigate the direction we should go to. The only thing we have to worry about here is sharks. There are sharks, so don't have to worry about oxygen right now. You will do later, but not right now. As we kind of go to the surface to get our bearings on where we're going, you're kind of looking out for, one, the island, which is over there, so we can see the direction we're going. And then you're looking for sharks. So a shark, there we go, you can see it in front of us. You'll either see them under the water, or you'll see their fin. If you're above the water, you will be, there you go, you can see their fins. So what we're trying to do at this stage is not go straight towards them. They've got a really reduced aggro range in this initial part. They will still attack you if you swim into them. So just bear in mind that they are that the aggro range is very reduced. They're not going to attack you unless you swim directly into them. So just keep an eye out, and you should be okay. However, as soon as we arrive on the beach, it all changes. So this is Project Castaway. If I now go back into the water, there is an oxygen bar that you can see, and the sharks will aggro to me. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to go back in there, but just to show you the game is technically kind of started now. Now, there is kind of a hornet that you will see. It's just kind of landed where my cursor is. You can probably just about see it. Now, sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. But if you're not kind of used to this game, or you haven't played it before, it can kind of take you by surprise. It's kind of just sitting there waiting. So what I'm going to do at this stage, I'm just going to move forward and pick up a small stick. That's all I'm going to do right now. Just pick up a small stick. Now, I'm just going to talk to you about the UI. And then we're going to get started. I'm going to show you the first thing you need to do, because this is a bit of a brutal survival game, and it's pretty unforgiving. There we go. You can see that hornet there. It's kind of just, well, it's just dived off into the water, but we should be okay now for a bit. Right, so looking in the bottom left-hand corner, this is everything you're going to need to know. First of all, you have your hunger, which is the big icon that you can see. And to the left of that, we've got our protein and our vitamins and things that we need to consider, because you need a balanced diet. It's not just about eating one thing. It's about being balanced. If you eat too much of something, you'll get a debuff, like maybe diarrhea or food poisoning. If you eat anything raw, so you have to cook your food. So there's a good cooking mechanic in the game that you have to consider. And that will come into play, and we'll talk about that later. To the right of that big icon for your stomach, you've got water. So you have to stay hydrated with clean water. Underneath that is your energy, so your stamina, you'll have to, your energy, you'll have to sleep if your energy gets too low. And to the right of that is your sanity. So if you get delusional or delirious, it can have an impact on you. And all of that is connected into your health bar, which you see underneath. So you've got your health bar, and then underneath that, you'll see as you start to move, you've got a stamina bar. All right, so that's the UI. It's got the time and your body temperature in the top right-hand corner. They don't really matter too much at the moment. All right, so a nice clear day now. We've got rid of that storm. And the next two things that you need to know, the first is very simple. If you press the Alt key, it brings up a radial wheel. So just talking through this very basics, you've got your left arm. If I click on that, I can see my left arm. I can then use my click my right mouse button to look around. If you played Green Hell, you'll be familiar with this. This is where you can find any leeches, lacerations, or anything that might need healing or a bandage on it or anything like that. So not really used much at the moment, but just bear that in mind. Same for the left and the right arm. You've got a radio. If you want to kind of listen to the radio, you can pick that up. You got that. You got your hands. Can't really do anything with hands. No punching in this game, nothing like that. So just bear that in mind. All right, you've also got a journal and a backpack. So let's start with the backpack. By clicking, I can do this by pressing tab. We'll bring it out or put it away. So tab is the key to press. Or I can hold down alt and do it from here. The backpack has 3 sections. There is the back of the backpack, which is here. This has your keybinds, which is 1, 2, and 3. So you can put 3 items on here. Also has a section on the bottom and on the left, and you'll notice the sections that are interactable, they've got these little circles on them. So these are basically anchor things to them. There's a small stick, so sticks are on the side here. And then inside, if I click here, this opens up. So this is compartment 1 that has 8 slots, and you can stack some items on top of each other. And then part 2, which is the next part of the bag, again, got another 8 slots here. So a bit of storage for you, and that's everything you need to worry about. The other thing that you can see here is your journal. You can open this by pressing the B key or by using a radial wheel. All right, so the journal is pretty much your go-to place for everything that you need in this game. So inventory in your backpack, everything else is from here. On the left-hand side, very simple, we've got fire making, we've got shelter and beds, we've got storage, we've got tools, we've got weapons, and we've got, it says arrows, but I'm just going to call this one ammo. Along the top here, we've got medicine, we've got raft bases, we've got raft components, we've got farming, we've got utilities, and we've got blueprints. So this is basically all of your construction and anything that you can build or that you can make. On the right-hand side, we've got quest tracker, which we'll talk about later. You've got discoveries, so you've got your vitamins and proteins that I mentioned, and you can obviously go through any of this to learn more about it. We've also got treasures, we can talk about later, and then we've got our skills. The more you do, the more you'll be able to level up, and you need to level up in some areas. For example, if I wanted to craft a bronze axe, I would need crafting level 4 before I can do that. So at the very start then, let's have a look. We need to defend ourselves. We don't really have much at the moment, so all we can make is a wooden knife. That is it. We're going to go ahead and make that. We've now got a way to defend ourselves. We can move forward. We can pick up this small stick. There's some cloth. We'll pick that up. We'll pick up this small stick. And we'll pick up this cloth. Everything else at the moment we're going to leave here. There's some metal sheets, a sign, and a barrel. We don't want them right now. We can leave them. So we're going to move forward and we're going to pick up this stone. So just getting used to what a stone looks like. When you pick a stone up, you can do one or two things. You can either carry it as a stone, or if you throw it at the ground or smash it, it will break into shards. So I can pick up these shards. There's another stone just here. So I can do the same thing. And now, if I was to look inside my inventory, there's that hornet up in front of us there. I can now see I've got these stone shards and I've got the cloth, and you can see they've stacked. So there's a certain amount that you can stack on top of each other. All right, we're going to move forward. We're going to continue to pick things up as we move along the beach here. Small sticks. We're going to ignore this at the moment. This is a broken cabinet. We can deal with that later, but not right now. We're actually going to head towards this hornet. So we kind of saw it over here. We want it to aggro towards us. There it is. And then we can just kind of swipe it and it's dead. And we can pick that up. And we've now got ourselves a hornet. So all good. The hornet is one of three dangers on this starter island that can hurt you. The crabs, they can't. They're not going to hurt you. So you can attack the crabs if you need to. They take a few hits, but you can do that. Once you've done that, you can then hold down E and you'll pull it apart. So we've got the crab arms and then the crab body. Now we could eat the raw crab, but maybe not a good idea. There's also some manure here, so there's been some sort of animal doing its droppings on the beach. some more small sticks, and some more cloth. Alright, so far so good. Nice and easy. There is a dragon, a Komodo dragon, which will be over here. It's not really a horror-based game, more just survival at the moment. So just bear that in mind. We'll pick up the stone. Now, some items, when you pick them up, it will put them straight into your backpack. If they're small items, they'll go straight into your backpack. If they're large items, you'll carry them. And you can only carry a certain amount with you. If you want to, you can drop them. So just bear that in mind. But the first thing we need to do is we need to be able to eat. And we need to be able to craft some items. So, if we open up our journal, we can now have a look. Because we've picked up a few things, we're now able to use those. For example, if we go to tools, we can now make a stone axe. So a stone axe is going to require a bit of rope. We have one piece of rope, small stick, and a stone shard. So the rope came with us. Now we have made that, we can now press the 2 key or use the middle mouse wheel to be able to highlight this. And we've now got ourselves a way to chop down trees. So we're going to head into here on the left-hand side. There are spiders. Just bear that in mind. There is an option to turn off arachnophobia mode if you're scared of spiders. But there are spiders, there's also a Komodo dragon, and there's that hornet. They're the only 3 things that are going to cause you a problem on this starter island. It's a very small island. It wraps around, you've got the middle section, and then it wraps around the back of here as well. There is a kind of a tower up here that you can see. We don't need to really go up there or do anything at the moment. It's just about surviving right now. But you have got limited resources. So just bear in mind that if you spend too long here, you'll run out of resources. You'll end up in trouble. So let's head into the jungle area here. And we're going to start looking at some of this vegetation. So the first one is a palm tree. If you look at the top middle of the screen, you can see it says palm tree. I can go ahead and hit this. As I hit it, you'll notice it starts to degrade as I'm hitting it. The bottom right hand corner shows you my stone axe. You can see my stone axe is degrading. But also, the more I hit the tree, you can see its health bar is going down. And then eventually it will fall. When it falls, I'll be able to pick up the items from it. So there's some logs here. I can pick up those. And I'm just going to put those down here for now. There's a coconut I can pick up for food source. And there's this palm frond. Palm frond. There's only a couple here. What you get from a tree is going to vary. You might get 3 logs. You might get 1. You might get 2. It really varies. So the idea at the moment is we are just trying to create a bit of a stockpile that can tick us over and that can keep us going. Now the coconuts is a good source of food. So by getting these trees and knocking them down like this, we're going to be able to start building some sort of a shelter that resembles a base. But at the moment we're just also trying to pick up these coconuts and then any of these kind of leaves that we found. Okay. Right, so as a starting point, the first thing that you want to do in this game, we're just going to pick this up as well, this stone. We're going to move it over here. There we go. So now we've got a few of these, and there's another little stone there, so we'll pick these up. We're just going to put them together for now. Really what we're trying to do at this stage is just make sure we've got a decent, kind of a decent little supply of starting items. Alright, so we can open up our backpack. Do that by pressing tab, and we can just hold down E to eat the coconuts. Let's do that first. Eating the coconuts sorts out our food issue, hydrates us a little bit, and keeps us going. Now, this crab, if we don't cook this crab quickly, it's gonna go rotten. So that's something we need to look at. We're gonna save the orange juice for as long as we can. All right. So now if we go back into our journal, the very first thing you want to do is go to shelters and beds, and you want to put down a palm bed. Doesn't matter where you put it down, you can put it down absolutely anywhere. I'm just going to put it down here for now. This is like a starter bed. So then we need these palm fronds that we got from the tree, and we come up to these and we press the either the middle mouse wheel or whatever it is if you've changed your keybind. But you're going to put this item in here like so, and this is going to make you a bed. Once you've got a bed, you can lie in it by holding E. This is the only way you can save the game. So you have to click save. Now at this stage, I recommend you save it twice. Save 1 and save 2. The reason for this is because there is no autosave and there is no other way to save the game. If you're about to die and you think, oh, I'm just going to save the game, and then let's just say something happens and you die, straight after that save, you've just basically bricked your game, your playthrough. So by alternating saves, even if you make a mistake and you save just before you die or something goes wrong, you've always got a previous save you can go back to. So that's why I alternate these so you don't lose too much. It's just a little tip that I recommend. Save often and alternate saves. Here's where you can sleep. You can choose your sleep schedule, sleep. We're going to get up at the moment. We don't need to sleep right now. If you get poisoned or you end up in trouble, you can simply come back and sleep and you'll be able to recover. So now that we've got somewhere to sleep, we can kind of head over to this middle area now. You'll see there's some more crabs. There's a turtle here. I don't know where the Komodo dragon is. It will be around as well somewhere. But for now, we're not too worried about it. We're going to ignore that. The first thing we need to do before we do anything else is build ourselves a fire. So that's the kind of key that we need right now. So going into our journal, we're going to go to fire making. Now we don't want to just make a fire. We actually want to make a campfire. And you'll see the difference because a fire allows you to be safe from the dark and the cold, but a campfire allows you to cook. The key right now is we want to be able to cook. So we need 5 small sticks, which we've got, and 6 stones. So what we can do is we can click on campfire, and then we can actually place this down wherever we want. We're going to put it down right next to the bed here. So it doesn't matter where it goes, but we're going to place it just here at the top of the bed. Okay. Now the next thing that I'm going to do, if I go into my journal, is if I look at the shelters and beds, I want to make a lean-to shelter. Okay, I can rotate this with a middle mouse wheel. And what I'm trying to do at this stage is I'm just trying to place this under here. And then the bed and also the campfire, and this is the important thing, they're then under shade. They're protected. What this means is that if it rains, it will not affect these items. There we go. So they're under shade. They're under cover now. So that's just going to be nice for me. And this is also going to mean that if I try to start a fire and it's raining, it won't start. So I need 6 stones for this. Well, I already picked up 2, so I'll grab those and I come and put these in. I've got the small sticks, so I need 4 more stones. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to take a little walk around and see what we can find. So just looking for stones. You can't hit rocks or anything like that at this stage. There's no other way to get stones except for just walking around and finding them. Now, I'm not going to attack or hurt anything else at this stage. There is simply no point. Because the food, if I was to kill that, the food would go rotten. And it's not going to help me. So there are lots of turtles. And they are great. We'll use them later. But for now, we've got our 3 rocks that we can carry. Let's head back. Keeping an eye on our food. Because we do need to get some food. And also water. So again, these are the key things that you need to do at the start. And because it's raining now, again, this is why we wanted that shelter as well, to be able to protect us. Now, we can still pick up small items, even when we're carrying large. So we'll grab these small sticks, we'll grab this bit of cloth that we see here, and we'll just start heading back. Okay, so far so good. We're going to continue to build up this stone fire pit. And also, we need to be able to build up this as well. So this needs large sticks, it says, and palm fronds. So we need a little bit more food. So in this instance, let's take down a couple more of these trees. Okay, so now that's come down. We can pick up these logs. There's only 1 log that time. We did get our coconut. Coconut's what we kind of want right now because that's what's going to keep us alive. So, going back into our backpack, we can eat our coconut. And you'll notice if I come back here, crab body is okay. It's still okay at the moment. We kind of want to try and get that cooking quickly as we possibly can. Another stone there. And I think that's all we needed. It was just a 6. Let me just double check. Yep, that's now built. All right, now the problem is it's... even though this is an outline, we can't... I'll show you what happens. If I hold down E and I tap F really quickly, because that's what I need to do to be able to light the fire. So I just keep tapping F. You go. See, it doesn't light. It's really hard to light it, and it doesn't light. So what I need to do is I need to pick up these palm fronds that I picked up here. There'll be some more laying around, so kind of hard to see them sometimes in the vegetation, but it does. The more you clear, the kind of easier it gets. There's also some more stones here as well. So we're going to put those in. I did just see another stone here. I don't know exactly where it was, but that's fine. This will all become apparent as we start clearing a bit more. Now the rain has stopped, so I can cook now. I'm still going to keep working on this shelter. Again, I'm going to take these logs because I'm going to need them. And I'll just throw these down here. We'll go back in. Grab as many of those as we can. And also I want to pick up these and the coconut. Excellent. Alright, let's get that fire going. We can get that food. I'm going to do that F key again. It's a lot easier now it's not raining. And we have a fire. Now we can press tab to open up our backpack. We've still got our crab. It's not rotten yet, so we can put this on this little anchor point with the crab arms that we got. So if you put them on, you'll see the timer. Timer will start to tick down until it's ready to eat. When it's ready to eat, you can just press and hold E and you will eat it. You get a little fork icon so you know it's ready. There we go. So we've just eaten that crab. Now we can just leave the fire at the moment. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But we've now just sorted out an element of our hunger. We're okay. We still need one more of those palm fronds. So we're going to go and do one more of these trees. It is starting to get a bit dark. We are getting through this first night. So the first thing is key to make sure that you have a food source that you can cook. And it's getting a bit dark, so we're just going to pick up all of these. Okay. Right, that's all that we needed there. So we'll put the rest of these on the floor for now. We don't need them. Now what we can do is we can take a log. And with a log we can hit it with a stone axe. If we hit it several times, and it shows you at the top, again, you always see the health bar of the log in this case. It takes 8 hits. It will break into large sticks. We can see we need 6 large sticks. We're going to get 4 from here. We'll put those in the shelter. And then we'll do the same with the next log. Okay. So now we have managed to build ourselves a shelter. Alright. We're good. The next problem that we're going to have, and there's actually 2 problems at once we need to deal with now. The first of which is going to be under the cog here for utility. We need to build a water catcher. A water catcher is something that is going to allow us to capture water, obviously, so we don't have to worry about dehydrating. Now, we can use coconuts in the interim, but we do want to build this. Now, this needs rope. It needs a turtle shell, it needs large sticks, and it needs banana leaves, but it needs rope. The only way you can get rope is if I go back into the journal, into the cog, we need a spinning wheel. So we have to make ourselves a spinning wheel. So we're going to put that down here as well. And that's what we need to get started. Now this needs small sticks. Now we've got these large sticks. If we hit these, we'll actually break them down into small sticks. So again, we have to hit these, or we're trying to hit the large stick. We can just pick the small ones up so they're out of the way. That's it. And our inventory is now full. But we can come back to here, and we want to build this wheel first before we do anything else. Alright, that's all 8 that we needed. So if we go back to the start, where we started off, there was those metal sheets that we found. So we can now go back and pick them up. We don't need to worry about the barrel or anything else right now. We'll just pick up all of the metal sheets, because we can carry them to our little temporary base, our little starter base. We'll put one inside that wheel, and then we'll just put the other 2 down, just somewhere for now that they can just sit there. Okay, we've now made the spinning wheel. And we're running out of stamina at the moment, so it's kind of hard to run, but we'll just put those on the floor there for now. Excellent. Okay, so that part's done. The next thing we need to do is find ourselves a turtle. So we can see there's one here, right in this middle section. There is also, there's the dragon, the Komodo dragon. We're just going to hit this turtle, which ironically isn't really a turtle because it's super fast. Now, the dragon, he's going to, the Komodo dragon, as long as you're moving backwards, you can kind of hit him. But here you go, you can kind of hit him as long as you like this. But he will try and hit you. He'll try and bite you. And if he bites you, he'll poison you. After a few hits, he'll run away. But he will turn around and he will try and eat you again. So if you get him at a decent angle, you can kill him. And then you can break him apart like so. And you can take the skin and also the raw meat. So we'll do that. You do not want to do this until you've got that fire ready. So the key is to have that fire ready. Now we're off to the turtle. So, hello mate, I'm sorry, I apologise. It takes about 8 hits. Super fast turtle, just have to keep hitting him. Doesn't matter if you hit the shell, doesn't matter. And then there we go. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take that meat. And then we're going to take his shell. Now his shell is a large item, which means it won't fit in a backpack. But we need this to capture water. Now we're going to come back to where we started. And we can place this in here. Alright, so that's now done. We now need a yucca leaf. So a yucca leaf is what we need to be able to make rope. So it's a bit dark, it's a bit late. And we're also a bit hungry. Now the fire has just gone out. If we go ahead and start that fire again. Because when you sleep, it makes you very hungry. So what we're going to do right now is just fill up our hunger. Okay, if you're too hungry, it will wake you up. So we can go into our backpack and we've got all of this raw meat. Now we don't want this to spoil, so we're going to cook it. Now we've got the raw meat from the dragon as well as the raw meat from the turtle. So we're going to cook these first. Then once they're cooked, we're just going to eat. Then we'll put the next one down. Excellent. All right, that's oh, that's just gone out. That's a shame. Let's see. There's some more meat here, so we'll just chuck this on as well. And here. Now, if it spoils, it doesn't matter too much. Just start that fire again. I don't actually know why that fire went out. I don't know if that's a bug or whether, you know, I don't know. Wind or whatever, I don't know. All right, we'll just let these cook. We're pretty much full up now anyway. But whilst they're cooking, we're going to lay down. And we're going to get ourselves some sleep. So we'll go for a solid 8 hours sleep. We'll go through the night into the morning. So I tend to sleep first. You can see our energy going down, but our energy is going up, sorry, but our hunger is going down. So now I'm going to save the game. Remembering you have to manually save it. So slot 1, saved. All good. Now I can get up. Right, this is burnt now. So I left that for too long and it's burnt. So that's unfortunate. But I wanted to show you what would happen as a result. We're fine anyway. We've got enough. So you can still eat burnt meat. It's okay, but if you eat it, you don't get that much from it. So you get a little bit from it, but just not that much. Obviously, the most nutritious meat is going to be cooked. All right, so now that you understand cooking and how you can cook, if you don't cook in time, your meat's going to spoil. And if you cook it for too long, your meat's going to burn. All right, so understanding how that works, you can kind of keep on top of things. That's only for meat. Obviously, things like coconuts and that, they don't spoil. And keep them for as long as you need them. Alright, so now we need to get this rope. And we need banana leaves and large sticks. Well, large sticks, they're easy. We know how to get those. We just need to break down this log. Right, so we're going to keep doing this. And then we've got our large sticks. So we can pick those up. We'll put those into here. Now, here's a problem. Our stone axe only has 2% left. If I hit this 2 times, I have just worn out my axe. Now the problem is I can't make another axe because I don't have any rope. So I need rope. Now also, what do you do? How do you chop down trees? How do you get stuff if you have no stone axe? Well, you have to come back to the wooden knife. And what we're going to do is we're going to head into here. And we're looking for a spiky plant. Like this. This is a spiky plant. It's called a yucca tree. So you need to come up to this with your knife. You need to hit it a few times. Quite a few times if you're using a wooden knife. And then you can pick up all of these yucca leaves. Okay, now you've got these yucca leaves. There's quite a few. You get about 8, I think, in total. We can head back. And it's a very simple process. We put the leaf into the wheel. We hold to spin the wheel. And then we pick up the rope. So press, hold, press, hold. And if you keep doing this, what you're going to do is turn all of those yucca leaves into rope. So now you've got a way to make rope. And I keep watching the top left until it says you have no yucca leaves left. We can put one rope into here. And we can use the next one to make... That's right. We're going to go back to tools and make another stone axe. Now every time we do that, if I come back to journal and I look on the top right hand corner, my crafting level is going up. I need to improve my crafting level so that I can make better items. For example, I can make a granite axe but not a bronze axe. I need crafting level 4. So every interaction that you have in this game with crafting or farming or fighting or whatever it might be, even just running around, you're building up your character. Alright, so let's go back and pick up our stone axe. And we're going to continue as normal. However, this time, if you look at what we need, it says here we still need 4 large sticks. So we've got a few of these logs left. We'll just finish breaking this one before our axe broke. And we've got our 4 large sticks. Now we need banana leaves. Okay, so we're going to head back into our little jungle here. And this time we're looking for this type of plant. This is a banana tree. You can kind of tell it's got these like huge kind of docky leaves on them. It kind of stands out from everything else. You'll get used to it. It's very quick and easy. If you're scanning, you can see there's one there. There's one there. So there's 2 kind of next to each other. There's a yucca there. These ones are just kind of decoration. These are palm trees. And then again, these are banana trees. So chopping down a banana tree. Takes a few hits. It will drop 2 bananas and 4 leaves. Well, it should. You can pick the leaves and the bananas up together. Tells you in the bottom right how many leaves you're holding. And then we can put these in here. That's the first 4 done. And we can open up our... Sorry, not our journal. I apologise. We can open up our backpack. And if we go to our second section here, we can eat the bananas. So it just keeps our health up. We can even eat the coconut. That will help us with water as well, because we're struggling with water. And we just need to head in here, find one more of those plants. Now we did see 2 to the right. There's one right here. Perfect. So we'll pick that up with the bananas and everything else. We've got the leaves. All right. Now we're going to head back down. Unfortunately, it's just stopped raining. It would have been lovely if it would just stayed raining for a little bit longer. But now we've made this. Now it holds no water at the moment, but we have it. So now we have, I'll just put these just over the back here for now. Put them down there. Grab this. Put this with the other one. Just, again, trying to build things up. We'll pick up these barrels. We'll just put the barrel down here as well. And again, all we're doing at the moment is just kind of keeping a little... There we go. There's a little stockpile of items as we continue to progress. All right, so this is it. This is everything you need to survive initially. We can cook. We know we can go around and find food. There's going to be an endless supply of crabs that keep respawning, so we can always eat from them. There is no more dragons. The dragon will not respawn. That dragon is done. Turtles, they will respawn, so we can grab more turtles if we need to. But crabs and turtles, that's really what you're going to be getting your stuff from. As well as we know bananas and coconuts. But there is a finite amount of trees, and we don't want to cause too much deforestation, or Greta Thunberg is going to come and tell us off, and we definitely don't want that, because we'll never survive, and that's the kind of purpose of this game. So we need to look at how do we get off of this island. Well, the way that we can do that is by making a raft. So back into the journal, at the top here it said raft. We can look at these raft bases. Now, we've got a couple of metal barrels, so we could make one out of metal barrels. But there's only a limited amount of metal barrels on this island. So we're probably better off making one out of tyres, because there's more old tyres. So what we might want to do at this initial stage is just put one down, then we can put a second one with it. And what this does is it gives us anchor points. Can you see how each one of these has given us kind of like an anchor point? So if we were to put 3 down like this, it's a bit offset there. If we want to cancel it, can cancel them just by pressing X, and then you can rebuild it. Again, it's just the outline at the moment, so make sure you've got the outline so you're happy with it. In this case, I'm just going to put 1 here and one next to it. And that's it. I'm done. All right, so this is going to be my little starter raft. And now I need to go into raft components. So when I look at what I need in terms of raft components, I'm going to need a raft rudder. So that's going to kind of sit at the back here. I'm also going to need, if I go into my components again, I'm going to need a small raft sail. So this is going to use the wind. All right, so that can kind of sit here. All right, that gives me a bit of a sail. If I go back, I can see other things that I can have. Well, I've only got one other spot here, and I might want to put a canopy up. And that canopy is going to help me to protect me from the sun as I'm out and about. Now, obviously, at the moment, it kind of glitches, and you'll see that. So that might not be the idea of how you want to do this. But just bear in mind that if I was to cancel, I would cancel the whole thing. So if I do that, it will remove the whole thing. So make sure that you're happy with how you're going to build it. In this instance, I'm going to go for a 2 tire raft base. I can put this first one down here like so. Now what I can do if I wanted to is I can put down then a middle section which will go down like this, and then I can put on the other side another tire raft base. Now it's not letting me put that down here, and it won't connect to it, but I can do it the other side. So I can do it on the end, but I can't do it on this side. Now sometimes that could be just simply a placement issue, but in this instance that they sit on the end like that, and so you can put these two together in this one here. Now the reason I'm going to do that is because it gives me another anchor point that I can use. So now I can come back, I can look for my sail that I needed, and I can choose where my sail is going to go. So I can actually have a sail here, and I can have a sail here, so I can have 2 sails on this. Then if I wanted to, I can put the rudder on the back, I can put that on the back middle, and now I've got a really nice little raft that will just keep me going, just initially. It's big enough for me to sit on. It's not going to be too stable, but it will do the job. And the reason I've done it like this is, for the buoyancy version, I just don't have enough tyres at the moment. So I can put the 4 tyres on there, but that's it's kind of a makeshift getting started raft that will just get us going. Now we need 7 pieces of cloth, and we can start to put those in because we've got them already. Now we need 4 old tyres and 9 logs, as well as some large sticks. So we've got a lot of stuff to work on at the moment. We're going to have to chop down a few trees to do this. Now you don't have to build a raft first if you don't want to. You could actually build a base. You have the option. There's no right or wrong in this game. You just do whatever you feel like doing. Now we've got a few logs that we picked up, so I'm going to put these on. I need 9 in total, so keep going with these. And now you can see it's going to start to glitch out as it starts to build and everything comes together. So it's all good. We'll just keep going with that. And we'll go and get the other items that we need. And we're going to keep those barrels, and I'll explain why in a minute. Grab our coconut. Don't need the other bits at the moment, so we'll leave those there. And just work on the next tree. Now this is a slow process. The reason for that is we're using really basic tools. But there's not really much else we can do. We could upgrade to granite, but that's not really that much better. And we're not really ready yet to upgrade to any really decent tools. So we kind of just have to suffer and just deal with it, unfortunately. This is a very slow, grindy game to start with. And that's cool, because at the moment we're surviving, and that's the key. We're waiting for the rain so we can get water. We're okay for food at the moment. We are going to keep an eye on this. So again, keeping these coconuts. Coconuts are always good to have. We don't really need these at the moment, the palm fronds, so we're going to leave them. We're just trying to build this raft, which is again just glitching out a little bit. Alright, so that's all done. Now we need some large sticks, so we'll put that down. In fact, we can just break this up while we're here. Again, these 8 hits, and we get these large sticks, and we can put these into here, and we need some more. And we'll just pick that up. Now you've got 2 choices. You can either go and chop down a load of trees and bring all the wood back and then do all of this at the same time, or you can do one at a time. It doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. And the result is the same. this is our goal. Now we can see these coconuts. There's a stone there. We'll keep this stone for now. We'll just put it to the side. Again, anything like this that we see that can come in handy. We don't really need the palm freuds at the moment. That's fine. There's another stone there. Stones are quite difficult and they're sometimes a bit hard to get hold of. So we are going to keep hold of them. Try not to break them down. If you can keep them in there as a whole entity, and if you need to break them into shards, obviously you can. Kind of better not to if you can help it. Alright, so we're going to do one more tree here. I'm waiting for our stamina to come back up. Alright, just one log there, one more coconut. So now we've got loads of food. We don't really have to worry too much about food. We will need to sleep in a bit and we will need water, but for now we're okay. There isn't any water in there because it hasn't rained. Okay, there's our large sticks. That's done. So now all we need to do, just put those down, is we just need to head off and find our tyres. Now what we're going to do at the same time is we're going to have a look in our tools because we can build a granite axe, but we need some granite for that. So the next level up from a stone axe is a granite axe, but we need granite shards. So in order to acquire those, we need a stone pickaxe. We're going to make ourselves a stone pickaxe. And we've already got enough parts for that. So now we have that. We have an axe and a pickaxe. So we're going to run around the beach. Doesn't really matter how we do it, but we're just going to run around this beach. And what we're looking for is tyres. First thing we're looking for is tyres. And also, as we get towards these steps that you'll see just here, as we get towards these steps, there is some granite. So we're going to use our stone pickaxe on this granite node. And it's a bit like a voxel, so as you start to break it, it will start to break, and then you can start to pick up these granite shards. Brilliant. That's going to be more than enough for what we need. So now we'll keep heading round. And we've just found, so here we go, there's a few small sticks. So we can pick up these sticks. There's some bug repellent. I guess we can keep that for now. We don't really need it. Get the cloth, small sticks. Oh, there you go. Look, there's another hornet. There we go. Nice and easy to kill. There's a couple of hornets. You'll notice them when they hit you. But here we go. We just found the old tyre. You can only carry one of these at a time. So we're going to take one back. And we'll just take a little shortcut here through this. Back to where we started. Right, now we need to get 4 of these. It's going to take a little bit of time. And also it's raining, which is good because that means now we've got water. There we go. We'll put that in there. And we're going to go and have a little drink. Perfect. And now off we go. And then we just rinse and repeat. So we did manage to see another stone here. We'll pick this up. Now we don't need to take it all the way back. We're just going to kind of head to here for now. And we just drop it there. So it's kind of, it's in our range of vision, so we know it's there. Now we can head up to this tree here. And to the right hand side, you're going to see these potatoes. Now we can't do anything with these potatoes at the moment. And that is because we need to go into our journal. And we first need to find ourselves. Now if we scroll across, it's here. We just need to find it. It is going to be a spade. So we need a stone shard and a small stick to make a spade. But we can only carry 3 items at once. So we're going to have to pick this up. Use this. Grab the potatoes. And then what we're going to do is drop this on the floor and leave it right there. Now we know it's there. So we can always come back to it because it's around this area. Which is where this tree is. Which is, if you imagine this island, the way it starts is we started over there. There's this this green area, and there's a beach that goes all the way around. It comes up through the middle, and then there's a beach that goes all the way around. So it's just 2 separate green areas, although this side has a big rock and a tower on top. So at the bottom of the tower is where you'll find the tree in the center, and that's where you'll find these potato plants. So now we've got potato plants. We can eat the potatoes. Now don't dig them all up because later on we'll want to plant these. But for now, it just sorts out our hunger. So we're not hungry anymore. So we're all good. We're going to go back and get that next tire. We'll just go all the way through here. And we're just cutting out that corner at the moment. Okay, so we're back. Pick up that second tire. Now this time, as we head back, we could just go back the way we went, or we could just head to the right. There's 2 more tires there that we can see. But the reason we're doing this is because we're back in that middle section. So I'm just kind of showing you a little bit further around. So this is where the Komodo dragon was, and then there you go, you can see in the distance, there's our little temporary shelter. It's a nice simple island, but again, limited in resources, which is why we want to be very careful when we're kind of taking from this island, because if we don't plan our escape, we'll be stuck forever. Alright, there we go. We've got the second tire on, so just 2 more to go right now. But we're going to get some sleep before we carry on, because it is getting late, it's getting dark, and also we're getting tired. So we'll just go and get our 8 hours sleep. That's going to make us hungry. But we've got some potatoes, so we're all good. Alright, now because we've slept, we're going to save the game. Remember, we're going to alternate save spots, so we'll go for the second save spot this time. And that way, if anything went wrong, we can just reload from one of the 2 save spots that we've got. Alright, so we're going to head over this way. In the meantime, we'll open up our backpack. And we'll eat, because you can eat whilst you're moving. Now, we've just discovered diarrhea. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. But we are going to eat this last potato. And this is going to make us ill, but yeah, just nothing we can do. We just have to soldier on, I guess. But this is just a good introduction to debuffs. There are buffs and debuffs, and they'll become apparent later. But now it's a bit of a debuff. So we'll get some cloth, bug repellent, a couple of these sticks. We'll pick these up. Nothing else we really need here right now except for this. Again, we'll run this tire back. And then we've got the basis of a raft. Okay, so far so good. We've kind of done everything we need to do to survive right now for the immediate future. And we've got the ability to get off this island. Just 1 more tire. Keep an eye on the bottom left. We can see we still need to drink. If you have a debuff and you want to get rid of it, you can just go to sleep. But if you sleep too much, it won't let you. So just bear that in mind. But normally you can just go to sleep and you can just sleep off any illnesses or things like that. Right, so there's our last tire. And you can see all of the neighbouring islands. There's quite a few of them in lots of different directions. One over there, over there. There's one over there. There's about 6 in total that you can visit. Now, you can't swim to them because if you do, the sharks will get you. They normally swim in packs of like 4 or 5. And when one attacks you, they all attack you. And you'll die very quickly. In fact, there's a lot of things in this game that will kill you very quickly. So just bear that in mind. If you get bitten by the Komodo dragon and you don't go to sleep, you'll die of poison. I don't know why sleep cures poison, but it does. So just bear that in mind. And there we go. Our raft is done. So now we can jump onto our raft. We can raise our sails. We've got our rudder that we can use. Kind of good to go. We can kind of just push this out into the water. And that's it. And as you can see, now we've just kind of stranded ourselves, and we can lower those and we're good to go. So I'm going to leave that there just for a minute. It's okay though, it won't go anywhere, but we're going to leave that there just for a minute. So we now have the ability to maneuver ourselves away if we need to. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to head over here. So that middle section, the starting place where we started was over there. We've got our little base that we built. We've got the middle section. So on the side of the tower, we're just going to head out ever so slightly towards this island. Okay? Now as we go underwater, it's a bit dark at the moment. It's probably not the best time to do this, but as we head out, you'll see if we have a look together, we'll just go down. Don't want to go too far out. Nope, shark. There's a shark there. He won't come too close to us because we're quite near the edge, but you can see him there. So yeah, we're gonna head back. There he is. He's right there. We're not going to go that far, so but there is. Maybe we'll head over this way a little bit. There it is. So what we're looking for here is a submarine. Now you'll find it because there's all of these kind of like, as you're out here, and there shouldn't be any sharks here. We should be alright. But there's just this like debris that kind of floats around. So to give you some reference and bearing, we're just off from where we built the raft, that middle section. We've just come off a little bit here. Right, now there shouldn't be any sharks here. Huh, but there is. Alright, there is a shark. So I don't know if he's going to get us. We might be alright. Now what we're trying to do is if you get to the hatch of this submarine, I think we're just out of his reach. We're a bit too shallow for him, but he is there. Kind of want to go down, but I don't want to upset him. So here, what we need to do is we need to hit these hinges. He's very angry. Oh, here you go. He's attacking me. So yeah, just need to be careful. Don't die. But what we're trying to do at the moment is we're just trying to break these hinges on the submarine. There we go. Now we're going to go and get some air before we do anything else. We've just broken the hatch. We'll get some oxygen. Okay, perfect. And now we can go down into the submarine. Now hopefully the shark can't follow us down here. Now there's not too much down here, but you are going to pick up a coral berry. You can pick up that. There's a couple of those here. And there's also a can of pop or some carrots. Did we just get attacked by the shark? I think we just got attacked in here by the shark. Let's get out because that wasn't good. We're going to head back to land. I think this shark just attacked us through the submarine. So sometimes you're going to get cans of beans or you're going to get soda or something like that. But yeah, just that's... I wanted to show you that submarine because it's there. And you can get inside and get some bits out of it. So just bear that in mind. All right, we need to drink some water. So let's do that while we've got some here. There we go. And we're going to need to eat as well. All right, so far so good. You can see we picked up a few things. Some canned carrot slices, so we can eat that. Now we've got a refillable large can as a result of that used to contain food. So just an idea to be able to have that. We can use it for stuff. For example, if we were to open up our backpack, we can do that. And now we've got some water in here. Quite hard to see, but this is... it's got some fresh water in it. Now it's fresh at the moment, but it will tick down. So just bear in mind that if you have this, we can now walk around and we've got a drink on us. So we need to drink it. We can do that. It's now empty again. All right. So just to show you that that's how you can do that. And that's why I like going out there to get that. Because then if you do that, it gives you, it just gives you a can, which you can use. You can use that for farming, which is one of the things that we really want to focus on is building up a farm. So we can make some more sustainable food. And we also want to build a base. So going into our journal, Let's have a quick look at building a hammer. So hammers are very simple. You can get a stone hammer. You need a stone shard and a small stick. So we can just pick this up and throw it on the floor. Pick up these shards. And now if we come back into the journal, we can now make a stone hammer. Now I can't put it down at the moment because again I've got too much on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down, for now, I'm actually going to, we don't need a wooden knife anymore. So I can just drop that on the floor just for now. I can pick up the hammer instead. Now I've got the hammer, I can press the R key and I can start building. So very, very simple way to build at the moment. All I need to do is put down some foundations. So I can left click. I can anchor point one next to it. Same thing there and then one here. Now I'm only going to do a 2x2. You can do more, but then it takes more resources. Using the Q and the E key, I can scale through. So I want to put walls down. So I can put a wall here, here, here. Like this all the way around. And then I could put a window down. I'm not going to in this instance. I'm going to put a door down instead. So I want to put a door down just here. I also need a way to get in and to get out. So I'm going to put down some steps. And then I'm going to come back up and I'm going to make myself a roof. Now I can do another floor and there's a lot of other things I can do. But for now, I just need a very simple house. There we go. So this is a little log cabin. Now I can press R to end building and it tells me I need 34 logs. 34 logs. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, before I do anything else, I'm going to build myself some better tools. Now I can make a granite axe. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. Now the problem I've got is that I have a stone axe, which actually only has 9% left on it. So I'm just going to just quickly get rid of this. There we go. That's just broken. Perfect timing as well. We can take those 2 logs back. We just need to drop these into here. Now we can pick up our new item. Now there is a little trick to this game. I'm going to teach you it right now. If you build yourself, now you don't have to do this now, but if you build yourself, if you go to utilities, a disassembly table takes 4 logs. If you build yourself a disassembly table, and I'm just going to put this down here for now, then you can actually break these down and you can rebuild them as a result. What I mean by that is you get 100% of the materials back when you disassemble something. So you break your, you get your axe down to about 5%, and then you disassemble it. This will probably get patched in the future, but for now they allow you to do it. So we're going to just build this table so I can show you. Now it doesn't work very well with this axe. It works very well with a lot of other tools, but the reason it doesn't work well with this axe, I'll show you, is because it falls off. Falls off the table. But here we go. We've got a workstation. So let me just chop down a few more trees just to get started. We'll get the coconuts. And it's one less hit now because we've got this granite axe. Brilliant. Now we're going to just keep going for now. And then we'll come back and we'll pick all of that up together. We're going to walk to the next tree. The reason we're going to walk is because it builds our stamina back up. And we're going to get tired doing this, but this is all good. It's a bit of a grind. This is kind of just what we need to do right now. Alright. Pick these up. Pick up the coconut. Now we're just going to start building our little house. Again, you can build a bigger house if you want, but it's going to take more logs. So you decide. There is no cart and no way to carry logs at the moment, so it's 2 at a time. And we haven't got very good tools, so it takes a long time to chop, a long time to carry. Our stamina's not very good. So we want to make this as easy as possible for ourselves. We'll just grab that coconut. Now the reason I don't bother really with... I mean, you could just put everything on the beach. You don't even need to build this. This is just if you want to. You don't need a house. You can survive without one. We could just live on the beach and put everything out in the open. But if you are the type of player who prefers to spend some time... how do I get that down? Okay, like that. Interesting. Okay, if you're the type of player that just likes things aesthetically pleasing, you like to make things tidy and neat and clean, then obviously you can spend a bit longer on this process. For the purpose of this video, I just kind of want to show you how to build a base. So we're just going to get a very small one up, just to put a bed inside, a proper bed. Alright, this is also good because it's given us stamina, it's given us melee abilities, it's going to break down the granite axe, which means we have to craft more, so we're going to get crafting points. So it's kind of a process that, even though it's a bit monotonous, we're growing as a character because of it, and that's going to help us to evolve, because we need to be a certain level to get certain tools and do certain things. So you can see it's actually starting to build as we go, which is nice. Let's just continue now. I think down to 50% on the granite axe now. Okay. So we know where to get granite from. We know where to get rope from. We know where to get sticks from. So far, we're good. We've got water. We know where to get food from. And we can also, look, you can see there's lots of coconuts laying around. Then we're not bothering with the leaves because we don't really need them at the moment. So now we're at 44%. We're going to enter the workstation. And now we can take our granite axe and we can place it here. Now the problem with the granite axe is it falls off whenever you do that. That's the downside to this. With the granite axe, it doesn't work because it falls off. And I think maybe they've done that on purpose. Because when you place it, it just falls off. Therefore, it's very, very, very difficult. Sometimes, if you're very lucky, you can get it so it balances. But you'll spend so much time trying to get it to not fall off the table. It's just easier to let it burn out and then craft a new one. But just make sure that you've always got rope, sticks, and some granite. If you've got those items on you, you'll be absolutely fine. Because if this one burns out, you can just craft another one straight away. In fact, if you're worried, you can actually just craft one. Like right now. So you can have two. Now again, I can't carry two, so I'm going to leave that one there. I know it's there. But as soon as this one runs out, I can go and pick that one up. Items don't despawn, they don't disappear. Okay, there's another one there that got 3. So you're going to get one between 1 and 3 yield, it depends. Getting a bit tired now, which means our stamina's not going to recover as quick. We'll do another tree and then we'll get some sleep. Midday, so the problem is we're going to be waking up at night, which isn't ideal. Excellent. Now we can eat a little bit, just to keep us ticking over. We don't really need much food at the moment, but it will help us with our stamina just a little bit. So we'll eat a couple of these. Just get that stamina back up. We've got so many coconuts now, we're not really too worried about them. We also know we can get bananas. And in a minute, we can actually start planting trees. So we'll just get this house built. And then we'll get to farming. And once we've conquered farming, we've pretty much done everything we need to do. Just a case of finishing up our base, making it nice and clean, and then venturing to new islands. Alright, so about an hour in so far. I was really hoping to have the base done by now. I'm close. I am close. I was going to say it takes about an hour to get a base set up, but I guess I've been talking to you. I could have probably gone a little bit quicker, but overall, it's quite chill, quite relaxing. There's no story to follow at the moment. Again, we're just trying to survive. And build up that stamina. Just grab that coconut. Alright, very close. Let's grab those last 2 logs. We'll just grab them from a tree here. I tend to prefer cutting down the trees on the outside first. It's easier to see where they fall. These are small trees. You don't want that because that'll only give you large sticks. We need logs. Logs come from the palm trees. There we go. We've just finally worn out that axe. We know we've got another one that we made here. Pick that up and away we go. Just carry on. Very tired and need sleep. Okay. So that's the house built now. Next thing we can look to do is make a new... We don't have to, but if we want to, we can make a new fire pit. We can even make one out of these metal barrels. Totally up to you. You don't need to. Gonna eat some crab. I'm gonna keep that crab. Alright, so here we go. Here is our house. Now, the only thing I really want to build, and I was really hoping to do this before I went to sleep, is if I go to sleeping, I can make an elevated bed. If I just chuck that in here in the corner, I'll get a better night's sleep from this. So I've got 3 ropes so far. I need some more of these. I can go and pick these up now. So coming inside here, I need another one of those yucca plants, which are the spiky ones. I'm going to look for a spiky plant. And also at the same time, I am looking for... Now, where is the spiky plant? There it is. There's one right there. Okay, that's going to be my rope that I need. At the same time, I'm going to take a couple more logs with me. And we're very, very tired now, so we're going to get some sleep. Let me just take these 2 logs. I'll put these inside, and then I need to come back out and get some more leaves. Right, it is raining, that's good, so I can get some more water. I'm just going to put these inside for a minute. Alright, we need to go and get a bit more rope, so let's go and do that. First of all, we'll grab a drink, because it's full. It only holds 3 litres. Okay, so that's good. Okay, making some more rope. And again, I just keep watching the top left until it says I have no leaves left. There we go. That's as much rope as I can make. That's done. Now we need to go and get some large sticks. Well, we can do that quite easily by breaking these down. And as you can see on top left, level 6 in melee. So still beneficial to be able to do this and level up at the same time. It's not a waste. I'll grab those sticks. I'm sorry, there's 2 more there. Alright, so we need 2 more large sticks. Just so happen to have them right there. Perfect. Now we just need some more of those palm leaves. So we'll be able to walk in here. They're pretty much going to be everywhere because of all the trees that we cut down. We kind of ignored all of these earlier. So we're watching in the bottom right hand corner. It tells me how many we picked up. We can only carry 4 at a time. So that's it. We've got all 4. Our sanity is starting to struggle, but also so is our energy. There we go, but we have a bed. So we can lay down and we can now get 8 hours sleep. We're going to wake up in the early hours of the morning, but we're going to be at least better rested. Now we can't sleep again. Oh, we can. It's going to let us because it's night time, so it's going to let us sleep again. So that's good. We'll sleep through to the morning, so it's light. Perfect. Now we're going to save the game, alternating onto the other spot. And now we're going to get up. 7 o'clock in the morning, and we just need to eat. So, looking in our backpack, we've got loads of coconuts. We'll just eat these to start with. That's going to sort out both our hydration, and also it's going to sort out our food. So we're good. Now this is full of water, so we can take that can. I can't actually see it. There you go. It was a bit dark. Didn't actually see where the can went. Huh. Interesting. I just picked up the water with the can, but then the can disappeared. Yeah, sometimes that happens. It might still be here. We'll see if we can find it in a bit. I'm not too worried at the moment. We'll find it. There is a way that we can do that. In fact, I'll show you that now. If anything bugs out like this, the way that you deal with it is go to Journal. You go to Storage, and we're just going to make a small drop box. Okay, make a small drop box. So we can actually put this inside now. Kind of put this in here. Alright, now we're going to have to grab some bits. So we need large sticks and logs. So not really much we can do about that. We have to just go out and get them. We'll get the logs first. So sometimes the inventory, it does freak out. Again, it is a play test. I can't stress that enough. This is pre-early access. Still a very well built game. Feels good. And you can very easily, I'll be honest, you can very easily lose a few hours in this game. Not even realise. Which is a sign of a good game. I think once they add the layers for the story and other elements into this game, it'll make it a lot more fun. But even in this this current state, it's got good potential. Alright, so we're just going to take down this next tree. This will give us the third log we need, and also we can break the next one down for the large sticks that we're going to need. Now I like to, there's a small and a large one of these that you can build. I like to build this one, and the reason for that is if I just drop this down and break this, I only need 2 large sticks. I like to have different drop boxes for different items. If you can put everything into one drop box, but the problem with doing so, just chuck these outside. The problem with doing so is it gets really hard to find stuff. So here we go. I can press F to go next. I can find my items. Once I've got them, I can drop them in. Got the 2 hornets. The Komodo skins can go in there. I've even got granite shards. Bug repellent can go in there. And I'm basically seeing if there's anything else that I want to put in here. Stuff that I'm not really worried about or going to use at the moment. And what I'm wondering is there a... And there's not. So, okay. I've put those items in there, but there is no... Which is kind of strange. There's no tin. But don't know what happened to the can. Maybe if I break that down later, I'll find it, but... Yeah, it almost feels like it glitched underneath this, yeah, feels like it kind of glitched underneath this and I can't get to it, so... Unfortunate. But, yeah, it kind of happens. So, you just have to go out and find another can. It's really good to have that can at the start. You could always load a save game in an instance like that, or you can just go and find another one. It's not a problem. You can make a water container later, but you have to go off the island to do it. That's why I like using the submarine, but yeah, it's fine. Alright, so what I wanted to show you, and I'm going to struggle with now, we can still do it. We can still do it, but we're going to struggle a little bit, is I want to go into farming. So on the top, we've got the farming tab here. We're going to make a small farming patch. Okay, nice and easy. We're going to make a small farming patch, and that is going to be for potatoes. Now, we can make another one of these. We're going to struggle until we get bug repellent. And we don't have bug repellent right now. So we'll put 2 small ones down. And then I'm actually going to put down a large one. I'll put a large one down as well. And I'm just going to put that down here. So nice and easy. There we go. Got 2 small and a large. And for these to work, I'm going to need a compost heap. So I'm just going to put like a little compost heap down. I'll put that down just there by the side of my house. This needs 4 logs. These need 2 logs each, and this needs 3 logs. So, again, lots more tree chopping. which is just something you have to get used to. There is a lot of tree chopping at the start of this game. Oh, that's actually a banana tree. I don't want that. Well, I do, but not just yet. In fact, yep, let's grab the banana tree as well. So I don't want the banana leaves. I actually just want the bananas themselves. So I'll grab these logs, and then there we go. There's a coconut. There's a banana. There's another banana. Perfect. So because it's a tree, trees are large. So the trees have to go into the large planter. So what we're going to do is grab one more of those. And then we can put the banana in the ground. And actually, we can start to make our own banana tree. That way, we can reuse the same tree rather than keep foraging the lands and ripping them down all the time. Okay, don't worry about those two circles. They just kind of bug out when I do that. It's fine. I'll put that one down, and then we need to build this. So this also needs to be built before we can start. So what I can do is now this one's built, I can actually come into my backpack, find a banana, and I can place the banana there. Alright, I've planted a banana into the patch. But I need water, I need fertilizer, and I need bug repellent. So, we can wait for the rain. This is normally where I would have used that can I had, but because it bugged out and I lost it, I can't use it. So now the only other alternative I have is to wait for the rain. Until such time that I can find another device or craft one that's going to allow me to transport water. Oh, there was another branch around here somewhere. Maybe I was mistaken. No, I thought. Yep, there's one right there. Always trying to carry two with me so I'm not wasting time. I need one more. I'll just keep chopping these trees down for now. The axe is about to give way. Hopefully, yep, we'll just finish this tree first. Oh, I only got one from that. Well, that's lucky because I only need one. So let's go back and do this. Now, all of the rotten material that you had from earlier, things that you might have forgotten about, this is where it comes in handy. So I can open up my backpack now and I can look for anything that's rotten. If you can't see anything that's rotten, come over to the box and then find the rotten items. They will show up. If you scroll through, you will start to see stuff. There we go. Look, rotten crab body. We can drop that in. Oh, I messed up there. I'm sure there was another one. Rotten crab arm. Yep, that's it. So now if I pick them back up again, now they'll show up in my inventory again. It's a little bug. They'll fix it. That's all I can say. But now you can see they're showing up. So I can put that in here now, and that will start to decompose. You can do the same with that. And now what that's going to do, there's two items in there decomposing, and that is going to give me, so each item is going to give me, like, one item is one compost. And this holds a maximum of 10 right now. Well, this tells me that I need 3 compost. It's got water, but needs 3 compost. So what I can do is I can actually just put something good in there. I'll put like a coconut in there. And that'll be the third item. I can eat this banana. I can eat this coconut. I'm good. So now what I need to do is go to my shovel, which I'm sure I've got. No. Oh, I left my shovel up the top, didn't I? I'll go back and get it now. So we'll chuck the hammer on the floor. And it's actually not a bad idea. We're going to go up here and get some potatoes. So we left it up here. We'll pick that up. We'll take some more potatoes with us. Perfect. Because the potatoes are going to go into the other 2 that we made. So we're going to get a supply of potatoes. And now we come over to here and we dig out of this. And we put that in there. That's 1 of 3. Do that. That's 2 of 3. And we'll do that. That is now 3 of 3. All right, so that's got everything it needs. 46 hours. Now, the problem is if any bugs get to it. It's just a risk we're going to have to take at the moment. Let's try and knock down another tree. However, I don't think we have enough on us. So that's going to break, which it just did. And now I would need to make another one. Come to my tools, granite axe. Oh, I can make another one. Fantastic. And now I'm level 2 in crafting. I wish I'd... You're either going to get 1, 2, or 3 logs. It varies. I really want to do this while it's still raining. That would be ideal. There's another couple up here. We'll grab these. Nope, they're not the right ones. Again, I'd love to do this whilst it's raining because then it's going to fill up the water requirement for the soil. Okay, 2 logs. If I can just get this back in time before the rain stops, that would be fantastic. It is still raining, so that's okay. So let's put a potato in the ground. There we go, we've got the water. Great, so all we need to do now is come to the backpack. And we're going to put a couple of potatoes in here. We'll just put 2 in there. Alright, so they're going to now compost. Alright, it's kind of waiting at the moment. There we go, we've got 1. So we'll put that in there. Doesn't take long. There we go, there's the second one. Done. Alright, so now we're going to have a potato plant and a banana tree. Great, so we've got a supply of bananas and we've got supply of potatoes. As long as this plant doesn't die. If the potato plant dies, well, then we're in trouble. So we've secured a food source. The only thing we need now is bug repellent. And that's something we're going to have to make. And so for that, we're going to need a few more items. So we can go ahead and put down now. In fact, before we put it down, I'll put this down just here for now. Pick this one up. We can go ahead and build. So if I go to the journal, and if I go to storage, and we look for different storage items, I'll just kind of spin through here. I can put down a tool rack. So the cool thing about having a tool rack, and I'm going to put the tool rack out here just for now. Doesn't really matter where it goes. But I'm going to imagine if I come out and I want to have a look to the left, I want a tool rack and I want it to be just kind of there. Right, it needs 7 large sticks. So I've got a couple of them. I'm going to need some more. So away we go, chopping down some more trees. Now in this case, I can actually chop down these small trees. If I find a couple of these and chop them down, they're going to give me these sticks. Just a bit easier to chop down, a bit quicker. So we can do this instead of log. Alright, we need 1 more. Now we will go and grab a couple of logs this time. It's getting quite late in the day, so we'll get ready to get some sleep. Oh, what? Do you know what we can do? Oh, actually, no, we will. We'll do these. Because if we do this, we can take the log back. We need the log for the second planter. And also, because water will be... Well, eventually we'll be using the water that we're catching from the rain. I can't believe there's only 1 log there. Because of that, we really need to put down another water catcher. So something else to consider and to think about. So we've got 1 for drinking water. And there we go, that's done now as well. Alright, so let's grab another potato. We'll put that in the ground. Put that on the floor. Pick this up. Again, it's going to need 2. That's out. There's none in there. So in this instance, we can go and put a potato in there. And then we don't actually have anything else, I don't think. We'll check in here. I don't know if we can put the bugs in there. I've never tried. Let's have a quick look. Yes, you can. All right. All right, well, it counts, so that's all good. That one's waiting to be watered. This one's got 7 hours left. This one's got 40 hours left. So we just leave them now. And again, because we don't have any... there's 2 types of bugs. There's flying and ground. So we need 2 different types of repellent. Yeah, it's just... that'll come later. Alright, if we want to continue building, something else we can look at in terms of fire is a standing torch. Sometimes really helps to have these. I'm going to put one down just in this corner here. Going to give me a bit of light. I need a large stick and a metal sheet. Well, the good news is I've got the metal sheet. It's right there. I can put that in. I just need large sticks now. In fact, I don't actually need the hammer at the moment because... well, actually, I'm going to keep the hammer because I'm going to show you something in a minute with it. So I'll put the spade down there for now. Again, I'm just kind of moving tools around at the moment. This is something which once the tool rack is up, the tools can live on the tool rack. So let's just chop down one more tree. I'm not getting any hit points on that. I don't know if you can see. So sometimes you have to just spin around it. And just watching in the top middle. Perfect. There we go. We've got the 2 that we need there. And so now about an hour and a half in, we've got our base set up. We're producing food. We've got water. We're in a pretty strong place right now. We've got our raft. We're ready to leave the island at any point. And we can start adventuring out now and looking around. So what I'm going to do is just put these on the floor. Okay, and then I can put this now on there. I can pick this up. There we go. All of our tools are now on this tool rack. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but this axe goes that way. Guess it's just heavier. Can't put it any other way for some reason. I don't know why. But it just kind of sits there like that. Alright, so we've got a little tool rack with our tools on it. They can go on either side. That's all done. We could do the same for weapons if we wanted to. So we can kind of decide if we're going out and we're going to do fighting or farming or a bit of both. But I kind of want to finish off this standing torch as well. So I'm going to just take a couple of these large sticks. I only needed one. There we go. And then I can turn this on. There we go. And now we've got light inside. So now we can see. Brilliant. So I can put those outside. I can put them wherever I want them. Thankfully, it won't burn down even though it's wood. And yeah, we're good. Now, the bug repellent just works on ourselves, not on our crop. So just bear that in mind. But we're just going to keep an eye on things over here. Everything looks good so far. So now we just need to decide what do we want to do next. We could make a metal barrel stove. So we've got a better... it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, because it's exactly the same as this. So whether we're going to have a campfire or a metal barrel stove, it doesn't matter. But we do want to build a furnace. So a furnace is something we want. And we're actually going to build the furnace inside. And the reason for that is because we want to... well, we just want to start building inside now. Especially things that need protective cover. So, yeah, we can do that here. We'll put that... perfect. We'll put that just there. It's at a bit of an angle, but that's fine. It works. Right, we need 6 stones and a metal sheet. Well, we've got our metal sheet still. That's good. We'll put that in there. Now we just need 6 stones, which is quite a lot. And one of the reasons why we started to gather these. So we need to go away, find 5 more of those. We need a drink, so we'll grab some water. We can grab that wooden knife now. Not that we need it, but we can grab it anyway. Kind of just put it down over here. Alright, so we've got compost. We've got everything growing, which is perfect. We've got a little raft over there just chilling out. we can actually start to pull all of this down now because we no longer need it. So the way that we can do that, we'll take our hammer. And this is where the hammer starts to come in. So we'll take the hammer. And if we start hitting this shelter, it does damage the hammer, but it will start to take this shelter down. We can do the same with this bed, because we don't need it anymore because we have a new bed. You don't need to do this, but I'm just doing it anyway to get rid of it and clean up the area. And now we also have the ability to take this campfire down. Now, to do this, we'll need a new campfire. But we should get back 50%, which means we should get some of the stones back. Because remember, we had to use quite a few stones to make this. It was a good starting campfire. I really want those stones. And so I can repurpose them now inside here. And I can use them for this. But I'm going to need another way to cook. That's okay, because as I mentioned before, I can make this metal barrel stove. And I can kind of just chuck that in the corner here out of the way. Now that's going to need a metal barrel, 2 metal sheets. Okay, well there's one there. So we'll use that. We'll take a metal barrel, which is there. Either a flotation device, or we're going to use it here instead. Alright, I need another metal sheet, and I need some small sticks. So let's just head over this way. We're looking for stones, small sticks, and a metal sheet. Now, we can't carry both. There's a branch there. I do need to get some sleep, so we'll go back in a minute and grab some sleep. But I know that over here, I think it was on the next rock, actually. I don't think there was anything here. No. So, next rock. We have no stamina because we're so tired at the moment. We're struggling with stamina. We'll go back. We'll get some sleep. We're just going to grab these. Alright, so there's 1, 2, and 3. We'll grab them. Alright, and then we'll head back. Now we just need to grab the sticks. But the sticks we can get when we're back anyway. Not a problem. Alright, we're quite hungry as well. We're not thirsty. We're okay for that. Just keeping an eye on everything. We've got our light. It's inside, so that's nice. We're just going to chuck down a couple of them. We'll take the one inside that we need. Alright, so just need some small sticks. Well, we've got some large sticks there, and that's good, because that means if I use the... I think I parked it, didn't I? Yep, there I go. I parked it there. So my tools. Grab my granite axe. Break down these large sticks. Actually, no, wait. Do I need... It's small... I believe it said small sticks. Yes, it's small. Just double checking. Grab those. Again, they go into the backpack because they're small, which is okay. Fantastic. So now we can cook food. We've still got to find another stone. We're going to do that tomorrow, though. Right now, we're going to get some sleep. And get a solid 8 hours. We are going to need some food when we wake up. But that's fine. Right, we're going to go ahead and save. Again, alternating those save spots in case there's a problem. Especially as we have no food at the moment. Alright, we're going to get up and we need to eat. Otherwise, we're going to start dying. So, looking in our backpack. Well, I haven't actually got any food. Let's go and grab some food real quick. This potato plant is ready. So we're going to take out our... Take our spade. We'll dig this up. And then we've got our potatoes. Oh, look, there's the bugs. You can see the bugs in there now. So we've got our potatoes. Let's eat those. Now, normally what we would do is we would not just eat a potato, but we would use the other two and plant them again. So we have new potatoes down. I could put this down. but then we actually need to eat. Put those down there. Oh dear. Nothing in there. That's alright, there's loads of crabs. The potato will keep us going until we can get the crab food. Go cook those. There's so many crabs. And the good news about the crabs as well is we can use them for fertilizer. Good. Let's go give ourselves some, go cook ourselves some crabs. I just want to break this down. I actually want to break these down as well. And then I can put one of them in here. And I can start a fire. Nice. Now I can make myself some food. So crab bodies, we'll do 1, 2, and 3. Just wait for those to cook, and then as soon as they're cooked, we'll eat them. Then we'll put on the crab arms. That should sort out our hunger issue. We'll get a drink, and we're good to go. Then we'll finish off the furnace, and we'll look to upgrade our tools. 1, 2, and 3. I've got 6 of these to put on. Brilliant. I'm still keeping the orange juice. I'm only going to use it if I'm absolutely in desperate need. If I'm just about to die and I'm not near home, that's kind of what the orange juice is for. Otherwise, I'm kind of just not going to use it. Oh, I just ate the wrong one. And I've just given myself food poisoning. All right, so here's a good example. I've got food poisoning now. And I've also... couple of problems because I ate that raw. I must have picked the wrong one up by mistake. Now, I can just wait for that and it will go, but my health will start to go down. So just have to consider that if my health starts going down, I need to sleep it off. I'm going to wait for that one this time. Yeah, see, just pick that one up first. All right. All good there. Got a couple of items I can place in here, so don't really want to put the orange juice in there. We'll leave that. Granite shards we'll keep at the moment. Cloth. Coral berry, that can go in there for now. That's fine. Oh, there's actually a coconut there as well, but the coconut I can't see in my inventory. So if I drop it and then pick it up, I should now be able to see it again. Again, just if anything doesn't show up in your inventory and it should, you can just build one of these boxes. It's why I also like to have separate boxes for different things. It just makes it easier to manage. So going to storage, going back to the start there, getting a small drop box. I would rather have 2 small than 1 large. It's just, for me, just much easier to start separating things. And because I like a few of these, it just makes life a bit easier. Right, so I need some large sticks and other things. Grab them from here. Now I just need a few logs. I also need 2 stones. So logs and stones, that's the focus of today. Stones are going to become a lot harder to find. Saying that, there's one. Coconut. I'd like to find a couple more stones. You normally find them like right along the edge here. There you go, there's one there as well, perfect. If you can't find them along the edge, then sometimes you do need to go a little bit further in. Right, the furnace is now made. We now need to get some fuel. So we need small sticks for that and logs for that. Again, so that's the focus. We'll head over this way first. There's 1 log there. Kind of just want to grab this guy because, again, fertilizer. If nothing else, fertilizer. Same with this guy. Sorry, buddy. Crabs respawn all the time, so they're easy. There's a branch here, we'll grab that. Small white mushroom, don't really want that to be honest. Also don't really want that at the moment. We need logs. 20% on the granite axe, keeping an eye on that. We're going to look to upgrade. We've got 2, that's nice. We'll grab the coconut as well. Excellent. So, at this stage, you can make a decision as to what you want to do. This video was really intended to kind of get you started, and I kind of believe we've done that now. You're at a point where you're... Okay, here we go. 15 hours left on that. I still need to water that, and... Yeah, I also need to do the composting, but I don't have any parts for that, so... I'm going to chuck these Krabby Patties in there. I'll eat this. 4 items, okay, so that's 4 bits of compost, which is 2 each, so that'll do both of those. That's more potato plants. As long as I'm yielding more than 2 potatoes from each harvest, then I'm able to grow. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm actually just going to drop everything I've got into here. So all of the stuff I've got, as you can see, quite a lot. There we go. And then I'll start picking. Now look at all of these coconuts. They weren't even in my inventory, but look at them all. Do you see how sometimes the game inventory gets messed up? And this is how you fix it. Now, there you go. Now they're all showing up and I can eat them all. Alright, I can save the rest, I don't need them. There's also some sticks that were in there. Okay, well, I can take those. There's the hammer. Take that. There's a spade. Take that. The granite axe, take that. Alright, good. Don't need to worry about that. Alright, so this is going to be the next thing now, is going to be smelting. So in order to do that, I need to make sure I take my tools with me. So let's head back down. Alright, so for the hammer, we're going to leave the hammer there for now. And instead, we're going to take the pickaxe. There's an old sofa here. If I go for the... actually... One sec. Let's do the spade. Now, there's 4 things here, so... Wait, what? Huh. Gotta wait for it to dry out. So there's 5 compost in there, but because it's raining and it's wet, I can't do anything with it. So we'll leave that for now. And instead we'll head over the... I want to get the hammer. Because with the hammer, I can actually take apart this old sofa. If I just keep hitting this old sofa, it's going to damage the hammer, but it is going to break down this sofa. And then I'm going to get some leather, which is good because I need leather. I'm going to get some foam. I'm going to get some screws and bolts, which are all kind of items that I wouldn't otherwise get. Now, with that leather that I've just picked up, I can use that to make, and this is what I needed before. So if I come across to my farming, nope, it's not on farming, sorry, I apologise. Also, I can make a scarecrow, so I forgot about that. I can put a scarecrow down. Kind of want to scare anyone off. Yep, put that there. It's going to need a few bits to be able to make that. But the other thing I can now make is, if I can remember where it is, it might be under tools, I think. No. It is going to be under, is it under storage maybe? No, I've forgotten where it is. Please bear with me while I check. Not under storage. It's not under tools. I am looking under utilities. Ah, okay. Is it under utilities? Yes, water pouch. There we go. So I need 1 rope and 3 leather to make a water pouch. So I just need a rope. We know how to make ropes. They're easy. We just need to go and find another yucca tree. So looking for something spiky. There we go. Okay, we can start growing those as well if it becomes a problem. Hey, we found a stone. That's handy. We'll put the stone down there. Still got some time left, and that's good. Oh. I can hear bugs. Okay, we'll leave that one for now. So now if I make some rope, which I can do over here. There we go, we've got enough rope now. Now if we go back to the journal, we can make our water pouch. So now I've got a water pouch in a backpack, so we can use that. And the way we do that, if I come over here, we've got the water here. So all we need to do is open up our backpack, pretty much the same as what we did before. A bit dark actually, I'm struggling to see, but maybe change the angle a little bit. There we go. So all I need to do is grab that. Can put it in there. Well, the same things happen as what happened last time. It bugged out. So that's meant to fill it up. Well, it's bugging out at the moment, so it is what it is. But that's what's meant to happen. All right, cool. All of the stuff in here that I don't want, for example, for now, foam. I can drop the foam off because I don't need any of that. Screws, I don't need any of that right now. I'll keep the yucca leaf and stuff. But yep, that's it. So all of the stuff I don't need. Oh, I had some rope in there. I forgot about it. And some stone shards. We'll take those. Right, got some granite shards. I'll keep hold of those. Bit of rope. Nice. All right, we're good. Everything else I'm kind of going to keep on me at the moment. So I can make, with the Komodo skin, if I wanted to, I could make, in utility, I can make a tanning station. So I can kind of come out the side here maybe, and I can put a tanning station down. Now I might want a couple of those. I can do it with just one. I need to use the rope up. I need some large sticks. And I can put the Komodo skin on there and it would turn it into leather. But I already got the leather off of the sofa just then, so I'm okay. We also have a broken fan here. I can do the same thing with the hammer. But this hammer, unfortunately, is just about to break. So there we go. I need to keep making a few more hammers. There's a car where we started. There's a refrigerator. So there's quite a lot of stuff with the hammer that you can go around and pick up. Just to get yourself some extra materials and things. But at the moment, there's just not that much that you can do with those at this stage. At this stage. So just bearing in mind, if we go to tools, go right to the beginning, that's where we're going to find that stone hammer. So again, just break that broken fan. And then we're going to pick up some plastic, pick up some screws, some scrap metal, and even a power cell in that one. So quite a few bits. We're just going to get rid of the things that we don't need. So I would add the screws. The scrap metal, we'll put that in there because we don't need that. The power cell. And the plastic. There we go. So all of that stuff's just dumped in there. This stuff will keep on us. This one will keep empty just for sorting and stuff when it glitches. So now we just need some fuel, which we can add in here. So we'll add some fuel. Now we need to start the furnace. So in order to do that, let's drop the hammer off. We need a stone pickaxe. Now we did already go over there and get granite. That's already done. If we come back down the middle section, there is both copper and tin. There is also silver. So copper and tin are right in front of us here. Copper's on the right, tin is on the left. And out in the water there is silver. So we're just going to hit this to get our copper. Okay, we don't need too much. We need 6 shards. We've got a level 2 in mining now. A bit exhausted, so taking a while. There was a couple of bits behind us. Perfect. That's all we need. I know, mate. I'm sorry. Kind of feel like you know what's coming, but I can't see you. Nah, I can't get you. I'm not going to chase him in there. Not when there's another one over here, but we need to sleep. Water's not really an issue at the moment, so don't need to worry about water. We'll pick that stone up, though. We'll move it over here. Four hours left on that, which is good. Now, hopefully... Huh. Oh, we can. I don't know why. That's very strange. It sounds like water. I don't know if that's a bug. Because it feels like it's... Yeah, it's going below it, so it's not actually... For whatever reason, it's not picking up. It should be picking up, and it's not. Alright, I don't know why. We'll chuck... Nope, we won't chuck that in there. We'll chuck a coconut in there and see if that makes a difference. I guess we can chuck a couple of coconuts in there. Yep. I guess we'll just chuck all the coconuts in there. That's the sound it should be making. Alright, we're going to go to sleep and see if it makes a difference. Again, sometimes it can be a little bit buggy. Maybe reset it if you need to, save it and reset it. But at the end of the day, you should be able to pick the compost up. You should be able to put it onto the... the idea is you can put it onto the plot to be able to grow. Right, let's go and save. Alternating our saves. And then let's get up. Now we do need to eat. Is this going to work? Nope. Kind of feels like it's glitching a little bit. Plant has died, lacking nutrients. I mean, we tried. That one's suffering pets. Yeah, not really much we can do about that. Oh, looks like we just picked some up. It worked. Did it? No? No. All right, in that case, we can just break it down if we need to. If there's a problem with it and it's not working, we can use the hammer. We can break it down, and we can do that if we need to. All right, but overall, that's the start. So we've got to the point now where we've done everything we need to do to survive. We know how to survive. I'm not going to go through the bugs and the challenges. We know there's a few that come up. It happens. I'm just going to grab this guy. So, hello, mate. Might actually end up breaking my axe on him. Oof, close. Alright, we'll grab some food because we need to eat. And we're going to grab a second one of these so that we can put another water catcher down in the near future. Yeah, we'll just place that on the floor there. Grab some water from here. That's good. Again, the other bug that we had was the bug with the water dispensers disappearing. I don't know where they went. That's just... It is what it is. This banana tree is now ready. So we can break this down as we would a normal banana tree. We need another axe. And there we go. We pick up all of the bits we need. Bananas. So we get 2 bananas. Excellent. We've got banana leaves. And we could just put another one down and do the same thing again. This one, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. It depends. But yeah. All right. So far, so good. Pick up these small sticks. We'll keep them. Everything else here we'll just put in a pile. All right. We're good. So that's pretty much the start of the game. We've got to the point where we've got everything that we need. We're in a strong place, and now we're ready to head out. Oh, we do need to eat something. Let me just quickly go in and just cook. Because if we start this fire... I've got some meat. Alright, let's chuck this meat on. Okay, if I can just find it. There it is. There's 1 piece, 2 pieces, and 3. The bananas that we just got from our banana tree. Now, normally we would eat one, plant one. Or we would plant one, wait for it to grow so we didn't have any problems with it. And then eat the other one. So the idea is you're always going to get 2. So you got 1 to eat and then you got 1 to replant. Alright, let's do some food. These are meant to be... Okay, so they're bugging out. Okay, so we was meant to be able to eat those. There we go. Done. Alright, so now we're pretty much full on everything that we need. So this is just a really good opportunity to lay down and to save the game. And all we're going to do is just over the top of this one, which is at 29, it's now at 33. And it just means that if anything goes wrong, we don't have to do that. That again, we're in a good place. Alright, now is a good opportunity. I think that one's going to be alright, you know. You can see the bugs, the flying bugs. We could try at this stage, and I don't know if this will work. I'm curious. I don't know if it would work. But we can try it. I wonder if I stand here. No, it doesn't work. Okay, worth a try. Worth a try. Doesn't work. Alright, let's go and wash that off in here. Alright, we can put our sails up. And away we go. Straighten that up. And off we go. So we're looking for islands. Doesn't really matter where we go. A bit more around. Oh. Straighten her up. We're going to head out that way. So we're just really to show you what we can do and how we can do it. I mean, it's you get the idea. Have to make sure we don't fall off. If we do, we'll have a big problem getting back on. Alright. You can do a rudder at the front if you want to. I mean, that is another option, but I just think a rudder at the back is best. And there we go. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now sharks aren't going to get us. We're heading out to new lands. Best to do it on a good day when it's not stormy. And so on each island, this is probably a good opportunity whilst we're travelling now to look at the journal. Up here, you'll be able to see there are different things that you can do. And if I look here, there's bottled notes. So you can click different bottled notes around the islands. There's also the radio tower, Logan Harper's notes, and Lieutenant J. Thompson's notes. So these are just different quests and things that you can do. No real storyline per se at the moment, but... Oh. There we go. This island is quite a long way away. We're heading to the left side of it, as you can see. That's where we've come from. There's another one just in the distance you can see over there. We're good. Now, there's going to be different things to explore. I'm not going to ruin it for you. I think at this point, if you've got to this stage, then you're really ready. You're no longer a beginner. You're an advanced survivor in this game. This is kind of all you need to know. If you've got to this point, you got started. You got here. Bit wavy. We're all right. Been a little bit seasick, but we're okay. You can see where we're heading to the left side there, just to that beach. yeah, so if you can get to here, there's the arch over there. There's different islands to explore. There's another one over there. There's this one here. There's some more on the other side. There's actually a much closer one over the other side. You can get back out to your plane as well. Obviously, lots of things that you can do. I'm not going to go through the quests because I think that's something that either other YouTubers are going to cover or we'll do in more detail later, or it's something you can enjoy. But for now, you know how to survive and you know how to get off the island. And now you can go here, find more resources, either set up a new base if you need to, or you can, again, set up another bed and another save point. Always good to just keep saving. And then if you go back, save, etc., etc. That way, you're not going to be wasting time because this is taking quite a while to get across here. So the first thing I would want to do when I land is chop down a tree, make a little bed. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. But just something that allows me to save. Or you can come across with the material on the raft if you wanted to as well. You can just put it on the raft, come across and you've got it all here. You can just build that bed straight away. But alright, we've arrived. We made it. We're safe. No sharks anymore. We can even start to lower these. That will reduce our speed massively. And if we put them both down, that's it. Alright, we've arrived. We're good. Some manure under the water there. Good to know. And a broken cabinet. Good start on the beach there. Some bug repellent. Some sticks and some cloth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am not going to spoil this for you. But you pretty much, you get the idea now. You can go forth and enjoy an adventure and hope you enjoy the game. Finish the quests and let me know in the comments how you get on. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.